Good evening. Welcome to Injustice Investigations. I am your host, Al Scott. Arlene, good evening to you. Welcome. Ladies in the loaf. I think I know who this lady is. I could be wrong, but I think I know her. I think I do. As always, we thank you all for tuning in to tonight's live broadcast. Tracy Taylor, I see you in the house as well. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. We have a lot to try and discuss tonight. Hopefully, we will get to everything that I would like to discuss with you all tonight. Dana Hudson is in the house as always. Love you big time. There's Tammy, always 100, never fake. Love you big time. Faye is in the house as well. Love you big time. Well, oh, breaking news before we go any further. It just came out through CNN. The Feds says Iran and Russia are interfering in this presidential election. Just popped up about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Again, the Fed said Iran and Russia are interfering with this presidential election. Wise thinkers in the house this evening. Good evening. Welcome, 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 welcome. Someone says, what is he saying? A reminder. Okay, yeah, okay. Love you big time. Okay, it's my sister. Okay. All right, Miss Lewis, good evening to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight, as you know from the title, we are discussing racism, the racism in you. Tonight, we're looking at racism from a different perspective. Okay, I have a guest on the line, and I think you might be too close to your TV or desktop or laptop because we're getting feedback.
No, I turned it off.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll tell you who that is in a minute, y'all. All right. Yeah. Okay. This came about when Yvette called me, my sister, a few days ago, and she was upset over a post that she saw on Facebook in reference to Serena Williams. I had never seen it when she called. It was my first time hearing about it. She wasn't necessarily upset about the post. She was upset about some things that people were saying in reference to their post. Tammy, always 100 says, of course they are. Exactly. What else would they be doing but what Trump wants them to do? You know what? I said this earlier. Only cowards and losers cheat. I'm going to say it again. Only cowards and losers cheat. If you look at the things that this idiot is doing to stay in the White House, that in itself should really embarrass him. If you can't stand on your record alone, let's just cut through the bull. This is just not for you. President Obama said it best. Trump has not grown into his position because he cannot. And he said it again. He said it again today. He's in Philadelphia campaigning. And earlier today, when he spoke, there was a little drive-up thing that they had going on. And from beginning to end, President Barack Hussein Obama didn't miss a beat. In other words, he killed it. He knocked it out of the ballpark. He didn't miss Trump one beat. He got him from beginning to end. I almost put my shouting shoes on. He did that. He did that. Okay. And so back to the Serena Williams thing. That's where we get the title of tonight's show, The Racism in You. We speak a lot on racism. I'm talking about Black people. But probably 98% of the time, we're speaking about white people being racist towards us. Rarely do you hear a conversation on racism that's pointing the finger at Black people. Well, contrary to belief, there are some racist black people in the United States. Some of them are on my Facebook page. I'm going to say it again. Some of them are on my Facebook page. Tonight, I know they're watching. They probably won't push the button because they don't want their names to pop up. But tonight, I'm not going to call anybody's name. But if you can get it through the subliminal messages, then it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Sometimes we have to realize that we are letting angry, racist black people lead us down a one-way street to a dead end. It's just that simple. Now, if you don't want me to tell the truth, then I suggest you stop living a lie and stop keeping my people living in a lie. We cannot keep looking back 200, 300, or 400 years. Baby, that was then, this is now. It's like God. You got to meet God in the here and now. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So we're going to address it. And we're going to address it with the help of my good friend. He's on the line. I'm going to bring him on shortly. We grew up together in Shreveport, Louisiana. I talked about him about 3 or 4 nights ago. I told y'all we was trying to get him to come back on the show. He's on the show tonight. We're not talking about Trump. He may come up every now and then. I don't know. But when he saw a post I put out, he called me. And I thought he was calling the fuss. But he called to say he wanted to join in on tonight's show. And I'm overly excited about having my good long time friend Terence on the show with me tonight, and I promise you, it's going to be an interesting night. Just let me just leave it right there. Okay, quickly, I want to tell you about a case from out of Tallahassee, Florida. A woman has been accused of beating a 3-year-old boy to death with a tire iron. Here's what authorities say happened. The woman is accused of beating the 3-year-old boy until he died. She then took the boy to the emergency room at Tallahassee Memorial Hospital. They arrived at 6:58 p.m. The child was unresponsive. He had severe trauma due to head and face wounds. The doctor said his body temperature was 88 degrees. He was pronounced dead 6 minutes after arriving at the hospital. Naturally, the hospital called the authorities. When they asked the young lady what happened, her name is Talia Jefferson. She's 23 years old. When they asked her what happened to the boy, here's her reply. The boy was standing on the sink while brushing his teeth, and he fell. When the police asked her about the cuts to his face and body, she said when he fell, his head hit the toilet, and the broken pieces of porcelain caused the cuts to his body. Later on, after she realized the police wasn't buying that bullshit, she admitted to attacking the boy because he wouldn't stop standing on the sink. So she began to beat him. And when he tried to break away, to run away, she grabbed him back. And that's when she said she beat him worse than when she first started beating him. She was upset that he tried to run away. She also admitted to physically punching the boy a lot.
She says he was stubborn and he often required more strikes or blows to his body than the other siblings. She will be back in court, I think, this Thursday. The judge has ordered her to be held without bond. No, this is not the child's mother. The young lady is dating the father. So the other siblings in the home was also being abused by this woman. But this one child got it worse. Now, when you think about a tire iron and the power that it has, especially when you have a human, you know, and with all they might, and you realize the child is 3 years old, I don't think nobody would ask the question, well, what the hell did he do? We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he did absolutely nothing. Just happened to have a deranged, diabolical lunatic living in his home. I will keep you all up to date on that story. I had to get that one out because that one, that one really pissed me off. I mean, it really pissed me off. And when we're listening to what she was telling the police, it's almost as if she was bragging about what she did. I have no pity for her whatsoever. None whatsoever. Right now, in the state of Pennsylvania, a poll says that Biden has a 50% lead over Donald Trump. Florida is too close right now to say what's what, but we still have a long ways to go. As you know, President Obama came out and today is campaigning for Biden and Harris to take the White House. I don't know if there's going to be a show tomorrow night and after that. Usually what we do is we shut down so we can come back up and only deal with elections. So I don't know how this is going to go. I know tomorrow about 1 o'clock which way we're going to go. But anyway, when we start doing the elections, that's all we're going to talk about, this election. So we'll start before November the 3rd. But on November the 3rd, we're going to be on starting, I think, at 5 until. Now, we may run in and out, but we'll figure it out by and by. Terence, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
How are you, sir? First thing I want to do is send a shout out to my baby girl, my sweetheart Jessica. So I know she's listening. I want to say hi, Jessica, baby.
Hi, Jessica, baby.
I'll see if I get a text back from her real quick. So yeah, I will send out text to her. I told her what I was doing. So anyway,
Amen.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm great, marvelous, superb, splendid, wonderful. It might be one line there, but I'm all right.
Okay.
How about yourself, brother?
I'm doing fine. You know how we talk about it, man. You know how we talk about it.
Exactly. We keep it 100 and stuff, you know.
Yes, sir, we do.
Incidentally, the lines are open tonight if you want to call in and chime in on tonight's discussion. So, Terence, let me take you back. You and the viewers as to how we got here with Serena Williams. Let me see if I can pull up the article.
I really didn't hear anything about the Serena Williams thing. I don't know exactly what that, what it's all about, so hit me on to what it's about.
Right.
So what now?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
I've been talking without the mic was muted.
I hear you. My baby, she listening to, hey, Jessica, send me a text.
I hope you all heard some of what I was saying. Let's go back. Serena Williams. Okay. She's speaking on injustices with Black people. Now, some people are saying, and I'm going to ask you first, Terence.
Yes, sir.
To give me your opinion, and then I want the viewers to give me their opinion. And some of you, I'm going to ask that you call in and tell me what you think about this here. A lot of Black people are upset with Miss Williams. The reason they're upset is because this Black woman happened to marry a white man.
Okay, my baby girl, she's Mexican with a big old booty.
Okay, so now with Serena Williams marrying someone outside of her race, what some Blacks are saying is that she cannot be a voice for Black people because she has married outside of her race. So we shouldn't listen to Serena Williams. Terence, give me your honest thoughts on that.
Well, okay, in a sense, true. In a sense, she's not really dealing with the struggle. I mean, she got some cash on hand and all that. So how can she really say she's dealing with a struggle? Maybe she did in the beginning, but right now, where is she at now? So, you know, the thing is, you never forget where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you never forget where you come from. So, but you always have remembrances. You remember. So you want to make things better. So if you date outside your race or all that, I don't see a problem with it. But if you use it to be trying to better yourself, because hey, I ain't never left the hood. The hood's still in me. You know, hey, I'm Black and I can't go back. You know, hey, yes, I've dated many women, you know, but you know, from many races, you know, and so I have a lovely woman now who I love, you know, and she's listening right now. I love her, and you know, so I can't really say that, you know, if you're dating someone outside your race that you're not, you know, within the struggle, but you know, you still need to have a sense of where you're at, per se.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Are you saying that from when you first started speaking on it, because Serena Williams is now rich, that there are no more struggles for her?
Money change folks' mind, man. I'm telling you. Money will change folks' minds.
Okay, no. The question is, are you saying that because she's now rich, that she's not struggling in any of the injustices that Blacks are receiving?
I would say no. Because money, hey, they say, what's the thing? Money can't buy love, but it can buy you power. So, and if she feels that she is struggling, she can send me a couple dollars, you know?
Okay, let's look at it this way. Then what do you think? I believe.
Who?
I believe.
You believe?
I believe that sometimes some of the Black people that are speaking for us
Yes.
shouldn't be speaking for us. They shouldn't be our voice. I don't think that just because a Black person marries someone white or just someone out of their race, that Black person, whether they're rich or poor, male or female, that Black person cannot be a voice for Black people. That makes no earthly damn sense. This is just me. That makes no earthly damn sense. So
I agree 100%.
Okay, so and Yvette and I was talking again earlier today, and she was pointing some things out to me. And there's this one person, this black person. Every time they speak on another black person, whether they're famous or not, it is always to put that black person down. Something they're doing they don't like. So here's what's going on with that. That's jealousy. And because I'm not getting that attention, I'm going to put down everybody else that's probably genuine in what they're doing, because I want people to look at me. Now, we have black community activists, we have civil rights activists, but a lot of time, these people are nothing but angry black people, and they're keeping other black people angry with them to help fulfill their hidden agenda. Now watch this. It is time out for the hatred. We cannot keep looking back to what happened decades ago and blaming white people for everything that don't go right in our lives. When you go to prison, you never been, I have. When you go to prison, two things you're gonna meet. You're gonna meet Jesus, because that's where you hang out at a lot. You're gonna meet Jesus. And number two, you're going to meet the blue-eyed devil, because there are going to be some brothers in there that's going to get into your head. And if you are naive in thinking, whatever they put before you, you're going to believe, and you're going to leave out of prison thinking the white man is your enemy. The white man used to be your enemy. The white man is no longer your enemy. You're listening to black people take you down a one-way street to a dead end. It's just as simple as that, because as long as I can keep you looking up to me, that keeps me in power. And when we keep letting people play the victim, here's what happens. We sit down and we do absolutely nothing, and we wait on the government to take care of us. We're waiting on entitlements that we are not necessarily entitled to. But now, with that being said, I'm going to keep you angry. And we're not going to accomplish anything. We're not going to accomplish nothing, because what we're doing is we're enabling some black people to do something close to nothing for 365 days a year. They will do nothing. And when you ask them about the struggle and why they're going through what they're going through, man, this started decades ago. A lot of shit started decades ago, but today is a new day. If you're not doing nothing, it's because you don't want to do a damn thing. So sometimes we are the ones who are enabling black people not to do nothing but play the goddamn victim game.
Exactly. And Alfonso, remember, I told you, I had that mentality once upon a time. And I sat back and, oh, the white man keeping me down, this, that, that. Hey, you know what? I took a look in the mirror. It's me. Can't nobody stop me from doing anything that I want to do. I don't care what they look like, black, white, pink, purple. Hey, it's me. I have my life. And, and we talked about this before. And I said, so, okay, you say black people, white people don't like you. But what about the black people don't like you? What you gonna call them?
Come on. Come on.
Hey, I put them all in the same category. Hey, if you don't like me, you don't like me. Hey, guess what? The sun's gonna still shine and the moon's still gonna set. However it goes. But anyway, hey, I live my life for me, and I have my own mind, my own thoughts, and my own thing. Hey, I think for myself. Nobody tells me how to think. I get opinions and all this, but at the end of the day, hey, I think for me.
You know what? And I feel everything that that you're saying. It bothers me because you are pretending to be black people's lifeline on earth, so to say.
Yeah, that's a great point, man.
You are coming to be their help, but you're not. You are using black people to fulfill your hidden agenda. As long as we keep black people angry and in a mind of slavery back then, those black people are up under the other black people's control and they don't know.
Hey, I ain't got no money and I'm not controlling nobody. Everybody is free to think and do as they need to do. I have nothing to do with anybody else's life except for mine. It's personal responsibility.
Exactly. So, right.
Personal responsibility. Hey, what you do, that's you. What I do, that's me.
Exactly. So, either we're going to do
for yourself.
Right. Either we're going
accountable for you. Nobody is accountable for you but you.
That's it. So either we're going to be the people's prisoner or the people's preacher. Now, we have some activists, community activists in Shreveport, been in the game a long time. A lot of them pump it up to them. They're doing their thing. They knew what was ready to go. But then you got some, not just in Shreveport, but all over. They're not doing a damn thing. They're keeping you angry. They will march when a white cop shoots somebody black. In Shreveport, Louisiana, I don't know how many blacks have killed blacks this year, but I haven't seen one damn march on black crime. I haven't seen it. And so we act like that does not exist. But we ourselves can be racist, whether we admit that or not. The most segregated day of the week is Sunday. You got a black church and you got a white church. Now you tell me where God is at in the middle of that.
Hey, you know what? I stopped going to church, and the reason why I did because the church at the time I was going to, they brought in politicians. I'm like, hey, I'm not here to hear your political agenda. I'm here to hear about God.
Exactly.
And you know, no.
Exactly.
I mean, and they brought in the governor for Texas, the mayor for Texas. I'm like, oh no. I'm not here to hear this. I'm here to. So you know about the separation of church and state.
Exactly.
So if you want to start bringing in political agenda, maybe you need to be getting taxed. You know, because I can tell you this here. The church where I used to go to, he supported Sylvester Turner here, the mayor here in Houston, Texas, and this guy is a piece of shit, man. Sylvester Turner, he ain't worth the shit.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree.
The crime here in Houston is skyrocketing, man. I mean, every day. I get up in the morning, I text my girl, and I go to the news and see what has happened. Last night here in Houston, we had three per se rappers got shot in the club. Then on top of that, we had a police officer get killed and another one get wounded. So, and then we have a district attorney here. She is too liberal with her policies. We need to be tough on crime here.
Exactly. And Terence, I'm glad you brought it up about the police officer. That was supposed to be in my opening. I deeply apologize. We want to send our condolences.
The two black police officers.
Right. So we want to send our condolences out.
Where are their murals? Where are their, one guy, he was served on the Houston police office for 41 years. He could have retired at 25.
Exactly. He started, his sworn in date was August the 25th, 1979. Yeah. Sergeant Harold Preston A 41-year veteran of the police department was responding to a domestic disturbance call when he was shot. So our condolences to the family, his friends, and the whole Houston Police Department. As you just said, Terence, the brother could have retired a long time ago, but he had a genuine concern for his city. And so tonight we salute it 100%.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, if you listen to me long enough,
yes, sir,
you're going to believe in me if you're naive in thinking. Now, a lot of people, young and old, naive, but I don't know if it's being naive all the time. Some folks just got to give for gab. Let's go back to Jim Jones. Jim Jones damn near had a whole city drinking Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah.
To kill themselves. So
I remember. Actually, I remember when that actually happened. This was in I think late '70s. We were teenagers.
We were. I was gonna say we were running together back then.
Yeah. Yeah, so I remember when that happened. We
right.
Like, whoa.
And so what? And I brought him up to try to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, black people that you think are coming to help you, are coming for you, not to help you. They're coming for you. And so I can get paid to help fight what's going on with you because this is racism, and we're still being oppressed by the oppressor. You are right. We're still being oppressed by the oppressor, but it's a new oppressor, and the skin color is black.
Thank you. Hey, you know something? You say that, and then if you disagree with them, oh man, you're on the shit list. Excuse my language.
No, you're fine. I mean, it is what it is.
You're on the shit list because if you don't agree and don't line up, hey, I think for myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just because I'm black, I'm supposed to agree with you? No. No, hey, I have my own mind. I have my own thoughts. I can think the way I want to.
You know what? And I'm glad you brought that point up too. Looks like Spitting Fire's in the house. Hey, girl, I love you big time. Now, wait a minute, hold up. It's up. Watch I mess it up. Pico Ben says we are still being enslaved today in a new system of oppression. You just preached. I totally.
Go get a job.
And see that now. Look, there's the thing.
That'll enslave you real quick.
Exactly. And so we have a lot of people out there. That's something that they are not doing. You keeping black people angry. I just need to know, how is that going to help them in life?
Hey, Alfonso, let me hear something. And this is something, you know, I see on a job. You know, when you own a job, you are there to do a job. You need to be a professional. You're not hanging out on the car, hanging with your buddies, this, that, and the other. You need to, you know, just be a professional.
And that's it. But we can't, Terence, we can't get them to that part because the powers that be are sometimes stronger than you and me. So they're helping enable a lot of black people to do something close to nothing and every day agree with them and allow them to play the victim game. Contrary to belief, don't you think that every time a white cop shoots somebody black, that cop is a racist cop? That's not true. But that right there will move things in an activist or attorney's favor, and then they'll play that card. I'm never quick to play the race card. Whenever I play it because the white card was played first.
Hey, Alfonso, I told you, I served on Harris County Grand Jury here in Houston, so I can't really go too much into that. But, you know, there's a lot that happens with cases, you know, per se, dealing with the law, and people just don't know all the ins and outs of what happened because we were more on a personable level when we're dealing with this stuff. So, you know, when people say, yeah, it's going to a grand jury, when it goes to a grand jury, they hear the case. And it's all probable cause. Probable cause. And probable cause is when we decide, hey, it should go to trial. Now, that's when a trial jury decides, they do the convictions and all that. You know, the grand jury just decided, because we would hear from, we could talk to our witnesses, even the defendant. We could talk to the defendant. They would come in, hey, why you do this? Why you do that? Oh, well, anyway. But, you know, I served on a grand jury here in Houston, Texas, and, you know, it taught me a lot about the law, a whole lot. And many things people see, they don't really know what really happens, because just like with the case with the Houston police officer here, they were saying Kim they didn't accept the charges. Here in Houston, they have a DA here 24/7. That if a police officer calls in, they will say we're going to accept the charge, or no, we won't accept the charge. It's all, and a police officer has to use their discretion.
Okay, let me stop you there. I understand that. And a lot of things you just said, you were on the money. Sometimes when I'm reporting on a certain case, right?
Yes, sir.
And some people might say, well, he gets just too emotional and he's too involved in it. Well, that's probably because I know more about the story than I can tell right now. And so when you don't know everything, then the perspective you see it from is based upon what is being released to you. Right. So, but when we look at the Breonna Taylor case, now I listened to the cop today speak. Well, if he came out to do damage control for himself and the police department, well, that shit didn't work, you know, because once again, the things he said was inconsistencies to what we've heard. Okay, the first thing, it was a no-knock warrant. The first thing, it was a no-knock warrant. We didn't have to knock. We didn't have to. We just went on in. No, wait a minute, I'm lying. No, we did. We announced ourselves as police officers, and we knocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. That's what the cop said. And so you counted. Y'all knocked 6 times, and nobody said nothing. Each time you knocked, nobody said nothing. So now he says, this has nothing to do with race. This is nothing like the George Floyd case or whatever. And for the most part, the brother is right. Now, you may not have went there with ill intention, but when y'all lied about why you went there and how you went there, and a black woman ends up dead and you're covering it up for it, well, it becomes an issue of race. And so you have to call it for what it is. It's just as simple as that. Why do we lie? You know why people lie? Because they don't want you to know the damn truth. So this story as to what happened keeps changing and changing like the hands on a goddamn clock. It goes around and around and around and around.
Okay.
And everybody's got a different story to what happened. You may have 1 or 2 people say, yeah, I heard them identify themselves. Well, you got 30 other neighbors say they didn't say a mumbling damn word. So now it becomes an issue of race, because a system that has never been for us is that same system that continues to treat us like dirt. And so we have to question everything. You all had an opportunity to do the right thing from day one, but you didn't. You had a brother called 911 because he didn't know who in the hell was at his door. And then you have the audacity to say, yes, we did. Why in the hell would he call 911 and you're saying it's the police? Why would him and Breonna be afraid to open the door for police officers? Nobody
had any charges. They wasn't running from the law. He is licensed to carry his gun. So there's no reason for either one to say, that's the police, don't open it. So it becomes an issue of race then. So give me your opinion on that, brother.
Okay. So first of all, we got to go back to the boyfriend. So why were the police there in the first place?
Good night, Miss Harold. Love you big time. Go ahead. They were serving a warrant, a drug warrant, for an individual that no longer lives there, for an individual who was already in their custody. Now go ahead.
Okay, so I didn't know that. So I didn't know. But the no-knock warrants, that's something what the Nazis did. You know, that's how the Nazis operated. They wouldn't even knock. They just kicked the door in. You know, and dragged you out.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they wouldn't have to explain nothing. They just drag your ass out the house, put a bullet in your head, and put you in the ground, put some lime on top of it. But you know, the Breonna case, I really didn't follow that too much because the thing about that was she was in the system per se as a responder. You know what I mean? Because she's a paramedic. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So she you know, because firefighters, paramedics, they all in the same little clique. You know what I mean? So it ain't like nobody didn't know her per se.
Come on with it. Come on, bring it home. Come on with it. Come on.
Yeah, you know, so you know, they firefighters, paramedics, they all know each other. So I'm not gonna say yes or no to more than that. What was going on?
It becomes a race issue when a white cop looks down and says she's done. She's done. The nigga's done. The nigga's dead. We're through with that. Let's go on. There's no, oh my God, we done messed up. Oh my God, we done messed up. And so now, listen, you're not trying to make it right. You're trying to make it better for yourself. But each time they speak, they lie. And so since house nigga, what's his name, Daniel, decided not to give the grand jury the options of a homicide charge, I don't think him staying in that seat should be an option. I think he needs to, listen, I think he needs to come up out of that seat. He needs to come up out of there and walk out that damn door. And he is still trying to cover up their wrong. It's as simple as that. Look, when it's right, and when it's wrong, it's wrong. So sometimes having a black in a certain seat may be hell for black people. It's just as simple as that. So then we go back to tonight's discussion. Activists and attorneys, some of them are paid. Some of them are paid well. And they're paid well to keep unlearned black people under their spell. You have to keep letting these niggas know the blue-eyed devil is out to get them. And look, you didn't go to school. Wait a minute, watch this. And you did. Watch this. And you didn't graduate. You didn't. But see, that's not on you because our system sucks. Our educational system sucks. Stop right there. It sucks. But the brother that's talking to you, telling you about the educational system sucks, is a black brother who went to a university and got a bachelor hanging up on his damn wall. But it did wonders for his ass.
Hey, I went through the military and got my education, and became an electrician. Got paid while I was doing it. So, hey, there's nothing stopping nobody from doing anything on this planet.
So let me ask you this: do you think some black people are racist?
Oh yes, yes. On Facebook, man, I see them all the time, man. Because if I disagree with what they say, Oh man, man, you and me talk about this. I'm the king of getting blocked. We the king of getting blocked, unfriended, and all that.
Exactly.
Just because you say something, everybody's supposed to agree with you.
Exactly.
No, I don't agree with that, and I have a different opinion. So when my opinion is different, then I'm calling all these things. I'm Uncle Tom. I'm all this and all that. No, I have my own opinion, and I think differently. No, I don't. No, I don't think that's right. Just because you think it's right, I don't think it's right. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But that don't mean I'm gonna sit back and call you names all the time. No. Hey, we can agree to disagree.
Exactly. And so you was talking about how we should do this and do that just because of the color of our skin. Well, one of the things that really bothers me is when I hear black people say, support black business, 100%. Support.
Hey,
So if I don't like this black business, I still must support this black business because I'm black and the business is black owned. Terence, hold your thought. Let's see what we got on the line. Good evening, calling you live on air. What state are you calling from and what's your name?
I'm calling from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Hey, Shreveport, Louisiana.
I kind of lost you guys when you were talking about the Serena Williams thing.
Serena Williams?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what it was about was all that she wants to do or wants to do is be the voice for black women who cannot speak. That's all. It was simple as that. She said as a child she didn't have a voice, nobody to look up to and anything like that. So now that's what she wanted to do, which is why I got so angry because certain people said that her being married to a white man, she has no sex. That's not true. That's not true. She grew up with a black family, in a black family. She's black. Why shouldn't she have a voice? And she's using her platform to do just that.
Exactly.
What did she say? I kind of missed that.
She's basically breaking down the issue about Serena Williams and basically saying that all she wanted to do was be a voice for women who have experienced some injustices, right?
All she got to do is Terence to be black.
All she got to do what, Terence? I can't hear you. Do what now?
Because if she really want to help, donate some of that money she got.
And I'm sure that she has. I'm sure that she has. They don't have to announce every time they do something. But I don't think that her voice should be silenced. I mean, you have a lot of black people, who have that platform and say nothing and they stay silent.
Well, okay. Think about the black Trump supporters. We're silent because if we speak out, guess what? We're going to be ostracized a whole lot. And black Trump supporters, oh man, guess what? So, do you feel the same way?
About the black Trump supporters, how do I feel? If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I don't have a right to tell them to shut up. I don't have a right to say they don't have anything to say. I may not agree with it, but to shut this woman down, because she's married to a white guy.
Hey, you can marry who you want, you can bang who you want, and whatever. But don't use it as a tool, because women do that. They use it as a tool.
I don't think. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. I don't think she's using her husband as a tool.
Yeah, you don't even hear about him.
I think so.
Why?
I think so.
Why? Explain.
Well, because if she feels so much about hold on, let me back it up. Okay, so you got these celebrities per se. She's a celebrity, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now she's out living the high life and gonna try to tell black people per se how they should live their life, but she's living the high life with a white man per se, and I'm not feeling the magic in that.
Yvette, I'm gonna give it to you.
Do what?
Go ahead. I'm waiting on you to respond to it.
And that's fine. You can feel that way, but I just don't think that you do. I mean, I don't even, not that I would, but I don't even know what her husband's name is. I know what she has done for the community. I know that she's given back to places in Shreveport. So I know what she's done. I've never been a big fan of hers, but I don't have a problem with her being married to who she is. Now, if she didn't do anything, or if she was black and she, always bashing us, then okay, I have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't.
Well, let me ask both of you all this, and anybody else can chime in on it too, for the sake of time. 50 Cent says he's endorsing Donald Trump. So, Yvette, go first. What are your thoughts about 50 Cent's endorsing? Yes.
I don't know the whole story, but what I did get out of it is the tax bracket, what he makes, and it doesn't affect him. It doesn't.
Okay.
So he doesn't have to care. He doesn't. He should. And I got a problem with him, but that's just, I just know what I need to do. I don't support anything that he represents anymore. I don't.
Gotcha. Terence, what do you feel about 50 Cent supporting your good friend Donald Trump?
Well, hey, I support him. He may not be the most charismatic guy, but he's not a politician. Politicians are polished. They get the greasing up, the bacon wrap shrimp, and all that. So
okay, so if 50,
Trump is not a politician. Hey, he's gonna tell you like it is, and folks don't like it.
No. He's not telling us like it is. He's telling us how he feels. It's not when you said telling it like it is. I almost listen when we said telling it like it is. Hold up, Terence. We can't sing. We can't talk. Watch this. When I hear somebody say tell it like it is, that to me means the truth.
He tells, hey,
he speaks the truth.
If Donald Trump lied to me, I wouldn't know because I've dealt with some things in life and all this and all that. So, I trust me. If he was a racist, oh wow. I've came across quite a few black, white, Mexican.
Hey, Angela.
Racists.
So let me ask you this. Maybe I misunderstood you. You said Trump has never lied.
Well, who has?
No. I'm asking you about Trump. I'm not saying who hasn't.
Okay. What has he lied about?
I'm asking you the question. Has he ever lied?
No, I don't know. What has he lied about?
Well, how in the hell can you support him 100% and you don't know if he's ever lied?
Okay, well, people say he's a liar. So
what do you say?
You have to present a cause. So what has he lied
Okay,
about?
all right. Point. I'm gonna give you one right quick.
Okay.
When Senator Obama and his administration took over the White House, they went in to the White House and inherited a recession. We was in the middle of a recession. After 8 years, they got us back on the right path. Recession, we was gone. They got us back up. Trump comes and say,
That's what my mother told me. My mother told me, she said, I never should have voted for Obama because my mother, she's disabled, and she got a what was it? She, I think 20-something raise on Social Security, disability, whatever. She said Obama didn't do nothing. During this whole 8 years, that's the whole total amount she got. 20-something.
Donald Trump says he stabilized the economy. That is false. That's a lie. President Obama and his administration, they stabilized the economy. You can pull that up. That's fact. The shit Trump said is nothing but a lie. It's a make-believe world. Come on, man. Keep it 100.
Obama tried to come up with this, all these Green New Deal that we can live on the wind, per se. We could let the wind blow and keep our energy going. But no. Then we had some real shady company that went belly up. They got a whole bunch of government money, and I think it was close to $1 billion that it didn't go through. It's supposed to have been some, per se, new energy, but it didn't work out because guess what? We need gas and we need muscle cars. So, hey, the climate ain't changed. It's still the same.
What do you think of Donald Trump's? What do you think of Trump's response to the coronavirus?
He warned in January. He called it China virus. Stop letting people come in. Stop letting people do this. And then guess what? The guy from New York mayor. Oh well, and a few other Democrats say, oh well, he's being fear-mongering or demagogue, some of that to that instance. And he warned. And they were like, the first thing they said he was being racist. That's the first thing that came out. Oh, he's being racist. That's
Terence, for the sake of time, let me say this. You are a Trump supporter. You are indeed that. Here's the thing. Donald Trump, when it really took off, the pandemic, said his exact words. Listen, no, you got to listen, Terence. You have to listen. That's what's wrong with Republicans. They don't want to listen. Now, listen. Watch this. Now, how did I do that? Wait a minute. Let me finish. Hold up, Terence. Watch this. Look. Look. Now, Trump said nobody could have predicted this. Hear me good. Nobody could have predicted this. We were not prepared for this. In 2014, President Barack Hussein Obama announced the coronavirus. He announced the pandemic coming. When Trump was in office this year, in January, his trade hold up, Terence, you finna get it, hold up. His trade advisor said, Terence, you just like Donald Trump. You keep cutting me off. I'm gonna put you on mute. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna hashtag mute you. All right, now listen. Now, in January, trade advisor, Donald Trump, coronavirus is real, blase. He said, trade advisor, he never responded to it. The next month, Donald Trump, look, this thing is getting serious and stuff. He never responded to it. No, now watch this. He went and gave a speech. Now they got this thing going. It's a hoax. The Democrats done created something they call coronavirus. It's a hoax. So then they come back, and again, remember what he said. We did not have time to prepare for this. We couldn't have predicted this. Nobody was ready for this. We didn't know this was coming. Bullshit. It's in black and white. He knew. And he did what he's doing now. Absolutely, positively, unquestionable. Not a goddamn thing. And when you got over 200,000 Americans dead, he still has the audacity to give him and his lame duck ass administration not an A, but an A+ in the handling of the coronavirus. I know you know that South Sucker line. Exactly.
Does she want to talk?
Whoever.
I said what I wanted to say. I did.
I want to talk. Okay, remember SARS came out, right?
Here we go. Yes, sir.
Remember SARS?
Yes, sir.
SARS. The SARS virus, that killed probably double the amount. What the coronavirus is. And first thing you have to remember, this is just the damn flu. The actual influenza kills more people than corona has ever done. So you have to look at that. You have to look at the facts of the issue.
You know what? I was you know what? You know what?
I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
Oh, yes, sir.
Shut up. Shut up. I'll let you talk. So you got to go back to SARS. This was under the Obama administration, correct? So how many people died under SARS?
I don't know.
What's her name? Who's laughing?
Yvette?
My name is Yvette.
Okay, Yvette. Okay, so y'all get the numbers on the SARS, and then after that, get the number of just regular influenza. Well, how many of that kills? So, continue.
Well, why don't we just get the number of how many slaves was killed too?
I mean, what?
Well, let me listen, Skip it. Don't worry about it. Let me go to some of the comments. So I want you to hear what some of the people are saying, because I know you can't see them yet. Listen, Tammy always 100 never fake says, dude, this is not no damn flu. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Let me read you some more comments. Somebody said something I really want you to hear. Her name is Debbie Stevens, I think. She says your caller is not exposed to the truth. He's a conservative talk show listener. She's right about that. I know what talk shows you listen to. I don't know how she knew. Okay. Tammy again says, how can a black person support Trump? He doesn't care about you either.
Well, neither is Joe Biden, so.
Okay.
Somebody, David. Okay, I'm gonna ask him, David. Now, Terence, this is your call. Debbie Stevens says, the next time your show airs, let me debate him. Would you be interested in debating with Debbie? Because I can set it up.
Sure, I sure would, because I don't need no hostile, feminist.
Okay. Okay, Perry.
What I'm saying, be a woman, I don't need no feminists.
Okay.
Pull their agenda.
Okay. Perry Williams. Okay, here's another remark. Perry Williams says this guy is stuck on stupid. Trump lies about everything.
Okay.
So what do you want to say to Perry?
To who?
Perry. His name is Perry.
P-E-R-R-Y.
Yes, always been that way.
I can spell his name, so I'm not too stuck on stupid. So, how you doing, Perry? Sure, why not?
Okay. All right, let us get ready, because oh my God, we're out of time. Good Lord, y'all done ate my time up. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't get to finish talking about the Negroes that's keeping my black people angry. Black people, listen, before we get out of here, let me say this here. Seriously.
Yes, sir.
It's not enough for people to keep telling you all, vote, 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 vote. That's fine. But keep this in mind. If black lives don't matter, if they don't want your vote to matter, your vote won't matter. Am I saying don't vote? Absolutely, positively, unquestionable. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying try to look at it from a different perspective sometimes. And it's not enough to just say vote, vote, vote. They need to, since they want you to vote, so it's time that they come and tell you what we're up against. When they say vote for Biden, well, you need to find out why they said vote for Biden and why they don't want you to vote for Trump. It's not enough to just keep telling people to vote, 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 vote. And if somebody ever tells you, if you don't vote for the lesser of the evil, you don't have a voice. That's a goddamn lie straight from the pits of hell. If I don't vote for either, that tells you one thing. Mr. Scott has spoken loud and clear, and I don't see neither one of them son of a bitches doing what I think they should be doing. So I'm not going to vote. And when it go bad, I'm going to speak out, because I spoke out when I didn't vote for them. If you don't vote, you can't talk. That's that slave shit. That's that slave shit. Vote for the lesser of the evil. That's that slave shit to get Uncle Buck in there. Don't go for it. Yvette, I love you. I will call you, if not tonight, in the morning, baby.
All right, love you. Bye-bye.
All right, Terence, we got to get ready to get out of here. I know you and I are going to talk in a little while there. I'm going to have another drink. Listen, I love you all big time. Thank you for your genuine support of tonight's show. Stop letting angry black people lead you down a one-way street to a dead end. It's time out for being angry. It's time out for playing the victim. 365 days. You sit there and you do something close to nothing.
Get a job. Get
your ass a job. It's as simple as that. When I couldn't find one after going to prison, well, let me do my own thing then. If you are that person, sometimes you got to sit back and look at what you're good at doing. And since nobody will open the door for you because you have that strike, find out what you're good at and create your own magic. It's as simple as that. This is what I had to do right here to create my own magic. Now, make sure y'all send some money to the Cash App and the PayPal app before I get out of here, because we have bills and we have to pay. Listen, I'm Al Scott with the Justice Investigation. I'm not always right and you are not always wrong. We'll see you tomorrow night. Love y'all big time. Thank you.